Parles-tu français? Hablas español? Parli italiano? If you've used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world. With lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Wondery. Spelled BABBEL.com/Wondery. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi Amanda.
Hey, Aim, what's up?
We have a special guest with us today.
We sure do.
And it's not Leo.
No,
He usually is, but
he's nowhere to be found.
no. We have BDF Ashley with us today. Hi BDF Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, guys. I'm so
Welcome.
happy to be on here. Thank you.
We're happy to have you.
We are thrilled to have you. So you reached out on a comment and you were like, you told me a little bit about your background. You're like, I'd love to come on. I was like, immediately, let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So tell the BDFs who may not be familiar with you what you do, what your background is in relation to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives specifically.
Okay, so I'm a therapist in Salt Lake. So I deal with this culture every day in a professional setting as well in my personal life. I was a member of the Mormon Church for 30 years of my life. I left in the last, well, actually, I guess it'd be about 28 years. I left about 3 to 4 years ago. So I am about the same age as these girls. I am on the other side of it. So I think I have a really objective view, but then also working with people that are very much in this perfectionism culture and trying to understand their own space in high control religion is just so fascinating to me. So yeah, I wanted to reach out and kind of provide the Mormon mental health lens, if you will, for
we're grateful
this.
because I don't know much. Amanda, you know a lot more about this world than I do.
I do. I'm pretty Mormon obsessed. So I've spent time at Temple Square. I've done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of watching. I find Mormonism utterly fascinating.
But we still have not lived it. And
No.
I feel like that is a whole different animal because there's there are motivating factors under these girls that Amanda and I just can't like we kind of understand some of it, but unless you've lived it you don't get it. So it's like how you and I, Amanda, talk about moving through the world as a person of size.
Yeah, exactly. And if
Like
you've never
unless
done
you've done it you don't get it.
you can guess, but you're not going to get the whole picture.
Yeah. So Ashley, how are you feeling about the show overall? Like, have you finished season 2?
I have finished season 2.
Do not spoil it, mommy. Do not.
I won't. I have to remember. I had to watch ahead just to make sure I don't touch those because it does kind of all cluster together once you step away from it. But I will try not to spoil it. I love this show. I feel like it is. I have a lot of complicated feelings with it because I'm like, are they even friends? Step 1. Or is it just like, are you pretty and have an Instagram following? Great, all aboard. Yes. I have that kind of view on it, but I also love reality TV. And this is just good reality TV. So
I agree.
It's really well made. What, if anything, is kind of like the chit chat around Salt Lake about this show?
Oh, it's like you love it or you hate it. So there's like this divide.
Hate it. Sorry,
love it. I would say that also shows your views on the Mormon church wherever you stand, because people within the church are very much like, if you want to follow real Mormon wives, talk to me kind of a thing. But that's not what this is trying to be. And then there's the other way that's like, this shows how messed up like women's views are of themselves and how men view women. Like it's highlighting kind of the negativity that people outside of the church can objectively see. So it's really cool.
I love it.
Are there any storylines that you're like, oh, if people just understood this aspect of the Mormon culture, this storyline would make so much more sense? Like, is there a storyline that you could think of maybe off the top of your head? I know I'm putting you on the spot. I apologize. that maybe, it brings this up for you?
I feel like the whole thing with Taylor, like her family attacking her at the picnic. And I think an aspect of that a lot of people don't understand outside of Mormonism is you are literally taught that sexual sin is second to murder. So you are not, you having sex outside of marriage is as if your family is confronting you about like removing someone from this earth. Like it is that serious. So for them to put this on her also makes a lot of sense, like how we're taught about Adam and Eve. So Adam's just this perfect man, and Eve comes along and eats the apple and ruins Adam's life. Like the women are the sin. The women are the reason men sin. So for them to not give that to Dakota was very much symbolic of how a lot of sin, and sexual sin especially, is treated within the Mormon culture. Because if a man goes home and has his private time thinking about you, it is your fault. Yeah. It is not the man's fault for doing that, or like it just, men hold no responsibility and women hold all of it. And I think that makes a lot more sense when you watch Taylor be attacked.
I mean, I grew up Roman Catholic, and having a child out of wedlock was considered a sin. Right? Like it was frowned upon. But that's why, Graham changed her birth certificate. That's why all the women in my family don't talk about their conception dates, because it happens still. But you could kind of like, it was a gray area that you operated in. I feel like this is something I can't even wrap my brain around. Like you're being told that you are a bad person.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because it goes down to like the depths of your moral character is flawed. Like I remember learning about sexual sin as a teenager, and what they would have us do is you would blow your nose in a tissue, and then it said, hand your tissue to the person to the right. Ask them if they would like to blow their nose in that tissue. And everyone said no.
I need a minute with this. I need just a second with this. Who the fuck is teaching this class?
Gross men.
Untrained adults. Yeah. Wow. And this has been taught, like I've talked to, because I'm not a Mormon Utah. I grew up in Arizona, a very small town that was very Mormon based as well. But coming here and telling, how did you learn about like sexual purity? And some people are like, oh, they gave us a cupcake, and then you'd lick the cupcake and hand it to the next person.
Well, I might be tempted to lick that cupcake.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just going to say that.
Go, but
did anyone, okay, I need details here. Did anyone in your class blow their nose in it?
Like for the second time?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. And that's how they taught. If you want to hold any value to your future partner, you must not give this up, or you are worthless.
Amanda, can I come down there and you can hold me?
Yes, come here. I will hold you. This is how fucked up this all is.
God.
I forget who it was. It was somebody on our TV shows. I sort of want to say it was Kalani, but it could have been somebody else. But it was definitely on one of our reality shows, talking about having to confess, sexual thoughts, sexual sin to like their bishop alone in an office as like a teenage girl.
Yes, it might have been Kalani. That sounds familiar.
I feel like it was Kalani, and I feel like that's sort of what made her eventually leave the church. But I think there's a lot of stories like that of young women just being blamed for everything.
Yeah.
So and do you feel like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So do you feel like these women are turning and like in 5 years, are any of these people going to be in the Mormon church? In your opinion?
I think the Mormon church will remove them from this church.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what it sounds like. Point,
they're going to be too open and too sexual. And it's so interesting that like they're so steeped in all the shame and all the blame of sexuality, but they are sexuality first all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, they dress way more skimpily than I ever have in my entire life. Now, part of it's I don't have that body, but second of all, I just don't feel the need to do that. And I'm infinitely more sexually free than all of them put together. It's interesting.
Okay, should we start and we'll pepper our commentary throughout?
For sure.
Okay, here we go. I want to say upfront to BDFs, if you're listening, and if you don't know what a BDF is, it's what we call our fans. They are backdoor friends, our listeners, and we love you all. BDFs, if you want to skip this episode, there is mention of suicide ideation in this episode. So if you're not in a place where you can hear that, please skip this episode. Also, 988 is the suicide crisis lifeline. Text, call, whatever you need to do. Somebody's always there.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, season 2, episode 6, The Book of Redemption.
Dun,
Who's
dun.
getting redeemed here?
I think Whitney's trying
Whitney's
to get
trying
redeemed.
to. Yeah, she
Mhm.
is.
And failing miserably.
Whitney's doing the most.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I thought Whitney was great in this episode.
I think
and
she
we'll
was
talk about
too,
it.
but these girls have no time for it.
No time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Whitney and Jen are supposed to go to the airport together, and Jen is missing in action. So Whitney goes over there. Jen answers the door, and I immediately knew something was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Whitney
So
is so good here.
she's
She's so good.
She's so good here.
Yes.
Ashley, were you surprised that they showed this on camera?
I was surprised, but I also am so grateful for it because I
Mhm.
think postpartum is not, or well, it's called perinatal depression, and any perinatal mental health issues are just not highlighted, especially within religion. So
Mhm.
I am so glad that they did, but it also took a lot of vulnerability from Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really brave.
Yeah. So the house is a mess. That's immediately red flag number 2. She looks a mess when she answers the door. And when I say a mess, I just mean like not her usual completely put together self.
Mhm.
I mean, she still looks 25 times better than me. So she's
Same.
feeling really depressed. And she said it started before the pregnancy, but now it's really bad. And she says some things have happened yesterday, and she starts sobbing. She says, I don't even know what happened yesterday. And Whitney's hugging her, and she's
Mhm.
like, oh my God, tell me what happened. And then Jen's like, I don't want to talk about it. She's like, fine, we don't have to talk about it. Like, she was great.
Mhm.
And Jen tells the camera that she was driving with Zach yesterday, and she just had a thought that she didn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
And she says it was like a quick thought, but she tells Whitney about it. And she says, I need to take care of myself and my body and be here for the kids. And Whitney's like, you're exactly right. And Jen cries and tells the camera, I don't want anyone to think of me differently.
Oh, this poor
And she
girl.
tells Whitney that she feels bad she can't go on the trip, but Whitney's like, don't worry about it. You're the priority. I'll tell mom. What do you want me to tell mom talk? She's like, tell them I'm pregnant and sick. That's fine. And then Whitney says, and I'll just run through it and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Whitney says, I don't feel comfortable leaving you here until Zach gets here. So let's just pick up some stuff. And she's going through the house and picking things up. And that's where we leave Jen. She's not going to film anymore, but we'll see that later. But that's where that's the opening scene. So what are our
Mhm.
thoughts on this?
I thought Whitney hit it out of the park. I thought she was so appropriate. She was so present. I've been in that position where I've seen a friend struggling. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to help you straighten. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to stay here because I
Mhm.
don't want to leave you alone in this.
Yeah.
I really loved how she was like, what's going on, heard her out. And then even if Jen didn't want to talk about it, and I wasn't sure if it's because the cameras were there or it's just a lot to tell somebody, especially out loud for the first time, probably. And then she just offers to pick up and makes her laugh. I
Mhm.
really liked how she laughed about the cereal and made light about it. And you could tell Jen just felt so comfortable with her. And
Mhm.
I think that really showed Whitney's true colors. And I really loved how she asked, what do you want me to tell the girls? Because this could have easily been I have the tea when I get to Arizona
Mhm.
thing.
And that's what I was worried about. So I'm
Yeah.
glad she asked her that too. So I guess my question is, so what did you say this kind of depression is? Perinatal?
Perinatal.
And that's when
Mhm.
you're pregnant?
Yes. Yeah. And that can happen at any point. It's actually super common. It happens in 1 in 5 women and 1 in 10 men. And it can happen while you're pregnant and postpartum.
That must be really scary, because I would imagine, like, when you're pregnant, and this is, just my Amy science, which is terrible. I would be terrified to take anything. Like, what if it got to the point where you need to be medicated?
Mhm.
I would be
Mhm.
afraid to take anything, but I'm sure that there are antidepressants that are safe for pregnant women to
Yes.
take. That's just my old school,
Mhm.
not science-based science speaking.
And then there
Yeah.
also comes the time of where is the risk worth the reward? Like,
Yeah.
if you are if you're struggling so much that you have suicidal ideation, you're considering
Mhm.
hurting yourself or your children, it's worth the risk if it's a low level risk to keep you alive
Yes.
and keep you healthy.
And I work with a bunch of med providers trained in this on how to effectively treat pregnant women and women that are breastfeeding. And I think like one of the factors that often gets missed is because they're like, I'm pregnant, I'll deal with this afterwards. But there's so much that plays into it that it is not only her hormones. She's in a difficult marriage. It sounds like an unwanted pregnancy, and removing the pregnancy is not an option within the church. And not saying that's what she wanted to do, but even if she did, that's not an option.
She doesn't have that option. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I feel like with her admitting that she's having thoughts of harming herself, this is already to the point where intervention needs to be going. And I'm just going to do a little plug in case anyone listening knows anyone or is currently struggling with this. If you visit Postpartum Support International, they can give you a list of all therapists and all medication providers that can help support you and are very trained on how to handle this with postpartum support.
Great. Thank you. All right. So let's leave them here for now. And we'll go over to Scottsdale, where I just want to punch Demi in the fucking face.
Demi sucks.
So real tone shift here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Demi says she thinks Jen is being a coward and is afraid to face Demi and Jesse. And I just wrote, fuck off. This is, and Amanda, you and I have been talking about this. Now I've been watching this for the first time. I have not gone ahead. And I said to Amanda, this girl's going to crack. Something's going to give here. They have been pushing down on her. I didn't know how it was going to manifest, but here we are. And Demi's telling everyone how great her relationship is. We never run out of things to talk about. Aww. It's like, we're so perfect together. And Taylor tells the camera, this is clearly, she is overcompensating for something, clearly.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about Brett, but I'm sorry. Their relationship is not this good. Come on.
No. And the fact that she's like, we've never been apart for more than 5 days. That's not the flex girl I think you think it is.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's like, he can't have cheated on me because I never let him out of my eyesight.
Right. Like I know my husband's not texting other women because I check his phone every day.
24/7. Like
we have one phone, we share it. Yeah.
Exactly. These two are prime. They share a Facebook account. If she didn't have her own social media as her job, it would be Brett and Demi, whatever their last name is, BFFs forever or whatever.
And
like these two are ridiculous.
Wasn't he okay? So a BDF sent me a long explanation of his backstory.
Yeah,
he was on like Real Housewives. He was like a friend's.
He was married to somebody who was a friend of.
Okay.
Angela Hartman, maybe something like that.
And then Demi was like, okay,
the nanny.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to say it, but okay.
She was the nanny. Apparently, they also met when Demi was 9. They met for the first time.
Say what?
Brett knew her since she was 9 years old.
I mean, I've known Timmy since I'm 6.
Yeah, but
Timmy was also 6.
Right, exactly.
That's how me and my husband are. Yes.
Right. Like, here's the thing. If she was 9 and he is 17 years older than her, he was 26.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not good. Okay.
I'm not saying anything inappropriate happened before she was of age or whatever, but like, I don't know. I could meet a 9-year-old today and I'm never going to be hot for him.
I mean, go over and listen to my Little House on the Prairie podcast, Gen X. This is why I never got over the fact of Elmon's own Laura. I just never got over it.
No, you didn't.
And we did a lot of talking about that there.
Hey there, everybody.
So the villa is a mansion and it's gorgeous where they're going for this pickleball tournament. And Whitney is forced to tell people Jen is pregnant and how sick she is. And she says nothing else.
Which is the right thing to do.
I was proud of her.
I was too. Because she could... Whitney, who's trying so hard to get back into the good graces of everybody, could have weaponized this so easily to be like, I can get myself ahead here by pushing Jen down, and she doesn't do it.
Jesse says, I'm shocked she's pregnant. Like, this is not the right time. And they discuss that Jen and Zach, no protection. So, Ashley, I'm assuming this is another thing, right? No protection.
You can have protection. You can be on birth control. It's considered between you and your husband, but you cannot have... once the baby is conceived, once there's conception, there is a baby. Right, no questions asked.
Okay. See, the Catholic Church, they frown upon birth control.
Yes.
So I'm really surprised by that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Taylor's like, yeah, babies don't fix anything. Like they're talking about this being a Band-Aid baby because they're, of course, Demi and Jesse are like on Zach's side now
Of
because
course.
they've had a conversation with him, one conversation, and he's managed to like manipulate them into believing everything he said. So they're like, what is Zach thinking? And the underlying current here is, why would Zach have a baby with that liar? Right? It's gross. And Taylor's just in the background going, yeah, babies don't fix anything.
She's like, I am here from the future to tell you this adorable baby ever I got here.
Personal experience.
Yeah. And
this
so
baby
now
is cute, but ain't fixing anything.
So now we have a full commercial for Poppy.
Oh, the commercials in this are ridiculous. In a couple episodes, we have a full-on Amazon commercial.
Yep.
Just
yep.
full
Yes.
on. It's ridiculous.
We also had a factor box sitting on the counter in one of them. Yeah.
Yes.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. Amanda.
Amy.
For our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Calm down a little bit.
I think Jenny could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit. Because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jenny. I have Sumit's aunt can use one to
definitely
chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one. I don't know what variety.
Yeah,
but
maybe
I feel
he
like
needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from Dylan and Patia.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
And we can use Lumi Gummies as well.
Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-the-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out. Before I meet my arch nemesis in the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, Lumi Gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. So they discuss this, Poppy, the 2 drinks that they can make, whatever. They have a catered dinner. They dress up for it. Who dresses up for a stay-in dinner?
Dude,
it's not Thanksgiving.
Right. But even Thanksgiving, you're putting on your comfy pants because we're putting on our Joey Tribbiani big eating pants is what we're doing. Like,
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
yeah.
I want to live a life where I can go to these beautiful houses and have like a chef make me dinner. How do I live that life?
Yeah, because I love to cook and stuff like that. But what I'm terrible at is the timing, getting it all plated and get it all perfect at the same time and everything's hot.
Yes.
And I feel like a professional caterer is going to know how to do this. So that's what I need. All right. So Whitney says the prayer and Michaela calls her ridiculous because she's not part of Mom Talk. So why is she praying for Mom Talk? Can we talk about what is the fucking beef with Michaela and Whitney? Can somebody please tell me?
I think part of it is the not coming to the baby thing.
Okay. But that wasn't her shower.
Business. No, not her shower, the launch of her business.
But that was for Macy.
But I think she's still pissed about it.
From what I heard,
she forgives her?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley.
What I had heard is that she had told Michaela something along the lines of making fun of her skin disease or
Ooh.
like blaming the way that she is on her skin. Something, she made a comment that a best friend would only know about her condition and used it against her from what the Reddits are saying.
Oh,
Okay, well that's shitty.
that's gross.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well then go Michaela.
But at some point, like all of these people are terrible to each other all of the time.
Yeah.
If we held grudges, all we would do is grudge all day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Demi believes the truth box is the way to get this night back on track. I want to take that truth box and just beat her over the head with it. And she goes, I love instigating drama.
You don't say.
Really?
Couldn't have figured that out.
They get in their jammies and do this. And Whitney says, I just can't take my mind off of Jen. I'm very worried about her. And we see her texting her.
I appreciate the fact that there are multiple sets of matching jammies.
Yes.
Yeah. How do people do this?
They
I'm
just buy the same
exhausted
pajamas.
watching this.
I know. There's too much coordination.
Jesus. So here's the questions that go in the truth box. Jesse, is Jordan's dick tiny like Jen said? So Jessie wants to provide evidence and she whips out a dick pic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you bet she wrote that card?
Oh, 100%.
Because
100%.
she had the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had it ready.
Here's the thing. I don't have a picture of my husband's penis against a ruler in my phone. I don't.
No.
You know why? Because I'm an adult.
Maybe we all need to get them.
I'll get right on that.
I don't know.
Get Todd going.
So the next question is, Whitney, do you really care about us or do you just care about us publicly?
Yikes.
And Whitney's like, look, I understand how it came across like that in the past, but I'm working really hard now to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, that doesn't sound genuine. She's like, well, it's really not.
It's really not.
So question, did you know Macy got a confession about somebody sleeping with Brett? And Demi says, oh, we've only been apart for 5 days. And then she tells the camera, I'm not biting. This was written by somebody else who's not happy in their own relationship. And the camera pans to Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And she wrote that. Yeah. Her face is like, I did that.
I did that.
But I also can see her internally spiraling of like, I'm calling him the moment this is over.
100%. 100%.
She's like, oh, everything's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine.
Great.
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. I'm going to fucking murder.
Because there's probably a kernel of, like, there had to be some reason that when they said it was during the summer, like, you know what I mean? There was probably something, and that just aligned something for her. Jesse, were you kissing Marciano in Tom Tom? Jesse says, I would never do this publicly. If I was going to make out with somebody, it wouldn't be in a public restaurant. Okay. She tells the camera, maybe they have me confused with Demi. Whoa, burn.
Put a pin in this until the final 10 minutes of this entire series or this entire season.
Okay.
Because this will turn into something wild.
Very excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are Demi and Jesse still beefing over contract negotiations? So apparently Macy tells us Demi was willing to kick Jesse off the show if it meant she would be paid more. And apparently Jesse is a millionaire from her hair business. And Taylor doesn't understand why Jesse forgave Demi because this is bullshit. And they get into it.
I love the breaking of the fourth wall here.
Me too.
Of the fact of we're talking about our contracts and our brand deals. And eventually Whitney's like, we're on a fucking TV show, guys.
Yeah.
This never happens.
Yeah.
It's great.
And they're fighting in their comments right now on Instagram about this and saying that before this phone call, I guess Brett had called Jesse's husband and asked for $10,000 to pay their bills. And so she's like, you'll ask me for money and then try and get me kicked off the show. She is blasting this all over the comment sections
season
right
3
now.
better be filming while this is happening.
Oh, I think it's already filming.
Or part 2 of season 2. They said there's going to be a part 2 coming out in the fall.
Might be. Yeah.
All right. So the next question is, does Whitney regret not going to Macy's baby mama launch? And Whitney says, no, I'm glad it happened. I don't regret not going. Glad it happened because if I didn't do that, I would not have learned my lesson. So basically, I'm a toddler and I need to be taught a lesson. And they're like, I think you should just kind of say you regret it.
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, I'm not going to say it.
I understand it, sort of,
Mm-hmm.
but if you hadn't done it, there would be no lesson to learn because you wouldn't have fucked up.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So now, Michaela, the question is for Michaela. Do you ever see you and Whitney working out? No. Okay.
Jesus.
Wow. Now Whitney corners Macy about the baby mama release. So it's the next day. They're making bacon. They're in the kitchen. It's a whole thing. And Whitney wants to know if Macy is still upset about it. Whitney tries to explain her side of it. And she's like, I wouldn't have felt welcome there. Everybody hated me. Like, she went through the whole thing. And she thinks regret implies intention.
Mm-hmm.
And Macy's like, that is not what regret is. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So Macy cries and says, even in the darkest time of my life after my boyfriend was killed, I was a maid of honor in 2 weddings. Wow.
That's amazing. But I think, and Ashley, you can comment on this. I think that's a lot of Mormonism of like, we just push bad shit down because ain't nobody got time for that.
It will make you stronger. Like, people are so uncomfortable sitting with their own grief, let alone someone else's. You just got to keep on going.
Demi and Michaela are full on ear to the door eavesdropping like little Amy Archer at 10 years old whenever I was kicked out of a room. Bink. So Whitney cries now and she says, I miss what we had. I want to go forward. They hug and they say they love each other. So that seems to be done, right? We're done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on.
No.
So now they have breakfast and everyone is eating and Michaela's like, so why are you talking shit about me?
Jesus Christ.
And Whitney gets angry. Like, Whitney just blows up eventually. Like, it goes back and forth. I wasn't talking about you. And eventually she blows up and she's like, I want to know what I'm not accountable for. And Demi and Jesse are like talking out their ass. Like, oh, there's a list of things. And finally Whitney goes, I want to go around to every single person here and I want you to tell me what I am not being accountable for.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't do it.
Brilliant. No,
they can't do it.
Because there's nothing.
So Michaela says, you left the group chat. And then you wanted everyone to come and talk to you. And Michaela's like, you're so nice on camera. And Whitney says, no shit, we're on a reality show.
Right. Duh.
And Jesse says, I'm going to curl your hair while we're fighting. And she goes to get the hair.
We got shit to do. Yeah.
Curling iron.
Jesse's like, well, Ashley, are you a 90-day watcher?
No, I only listen to your guys' recap, though.
Okay, well, you'll hear us this week talking about how Aaliyah really struggled with her own time management. I do appreciate the fact that Jesse's like, we are on a schedule here, ladies, and we got to get our girl ready to go. So you all fight, but I'm still going to curl her hair to make the exact same hairdo that we all have all of the time.
Yeah.
I also have that hairdo right now.
So Demi says, I guess I'll recognize the efforts and move forward. And Miranda's like, wow, this is uncomfortable. I thought I wanted to get into mom talk, but... Whitney now tells the camera that Demi seems to be melting, so maybe she has a future there, but Michaela, no, never will. She'll never thaw out. Okay, before we get into this final scene of the Afflecks, I wanted to ask you, Ashley, what you've been thinking about their marriage. Are you picking up on Zach being like borderline allegedly family annihilator vibes, or is it just us?
Oh, 1,000%. And I'm kind of worried that with them saying, due to her mental health, we are not going to be recording anymore. I wonder how much Zach played in that and how much was her choice. If it was her choice, I stand by it 100%. I worry that Zach took this opportunity, which can be very common with people that don't want to take any accountability and say, the show is why you're this way. You and I would be perfect if it wasn't for this show. When we remove the show, our life will return to bliss and your mental health will be back. And possibly separating her from support too. So I hope that that's not the case and she really wanted this, but I think their marriage is so messed up. But I also think this is what happens when you get married super young and you're kind of forced to make it work. And I think he has kind of this savior complex of like, look what all I've given you.
Absolutely. I said to Amanda, and it was a dark thought last week about,
Leo's here.
I said to Amanda last week, I'm like, this isolating and this focus on her mental health, it felt to me like he was trying to create a narrative and then have her institutionalized. Like, that's where I felt it was going.
Yeah.
Now, I
Mhm.
do feel like by what she has said, that if she is seeking inpatient care, that is probably her choice. But it just it felt manipulative to me in some way, and I don't know why I was picking up on that.
I hope it was either her choice or the producers of the show.
Yeah.
I hope it was just
Mhm.
not his choice, because I could also see it as just another way to isolate her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no more on-camera conversations.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think about her always wanting to have them on camera? Do you think that is how she holds him accountable? Or do you think that that's where she feels safe? Or do you think a little bit of both?
I think both, because it sounds like when they have a conversation, hence I'm related to Ben Affleck conversation,
Yeah.
he turns it to doubting her own reality all the
Mhm.
time. So when she's like, I have proof that this is what happened. And I also think he shows up as a completely different person. And for her to have a healthy conversation, she needs him to be that person.
Mm.
I think, and Amanda and I always say, if you're filming or recording your spouse or partner, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I think she
Mhm.
needs to record him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
For her safety.
Yeah. So, all right, Jen and Zach are there, and Jen's not doing well. She can't get out of bed, so he parades the kids up there, and he says, we got her help. And I did write that he seems very shook here.
He
Like,
does.
he seems very rattled. And again, it could have been the dog catching the car, right? Like, I've been gaslighting her, I've been manipulating her, and oops, I broke her.
Right.
Could be that
Yes.
kind of thing.
For sure.
So Jen says, this has been the hardest season of my life. She says, I think a lot of mothers think that they do not deserve help, but we do. And
Mhm.
she says she's taking a step back from mom talk to focus on her mental health. And then we see the screen that says, due to her mental health, they will not be filming.
My heart just broke for her when he brought in her little babies and she couldn't even like lift her head off the
know.
pillow.
I know.
And you could tell she wanted to.
Mhm.
You could tell
Mhm.
seeing them she wanted to respond differently than she was, but she just couldn't.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
And you can see just that disconnect too. Like, she's in this like almost helpless state. Like, she's unable to show up no matter how much she wants to.
Mhm.
But I also think like she has been forced down so much that this is kind of the result of that. Like, your brain and your body know when it can't take it anymore. And
Mhm.
and things start like, I don't think if this would have happened, anything would have changed in their marriage. And this is from an outside third party, no inside view, but I'm hoping that this helped it for the better for him to see, oh, she's a person too.
I hope so.
I hope
But
so
I
too.
worry.
I remember, Ashley, do you have children?
I have 3 girls.
Okay. I remember when the girls were born, I was so overwhelmed having twins, and Timmy went right back to work, and I wasn't super close with my mom at the time. Like, it was just me. I had my
Mhm.
gram, but like, she was across town. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just me for all
Yes.
intents and purposes. And I remember going through like maybe just a couple days of like, I don't know if I'm ever going to love these kids. Like, just the overwhelming. And I remember feeling, the best way I could describe it is like if you put a car in neutral. Like, I
Mhm.
didn't feel depressed, but I didn't feel happy. Like, I was just kind of existing. And I remember being really freaked out by that. And it kind of went away. But I'm wondering if that's something that everybody feels, or I don't know. Have you ever felt that way? Like, I know it's a personal question. I'm sorry, you don't have to answer it.
No, I
But
definitely
is
will.
that, do
Yeah,
you
no.
come across that commonly, I guess?
Yeah. So when I had my first daughter, I had a very traumatic C-section, and
Mm,
I left that very shooken. And I remember when people would come over to my house unexpectedly, I'd like go to the bathroom and have a panic attack.
yeah.
And I remember thinking like, this isn't normal. This isn't how it should be. Or like, I made a schedule with my husband so that no one was sleeping ever, because if she was sleeping, someone needed to be watching her sleep. And I was like,
Mm,
yeah, that's probably not normal either. And it took probably a year and it actually takes 2 years to get completely back mentally to where you were usually. But it took me about a year till I was feeling normal. And then with my second, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, everything's great. And then with my third, My dad passed away while I was 6 weeks pregnant. So he had just found out I was pregnant
Jesus,
4 or
I'm
5 days
sorry.
prior. And then he passed away from a heart attack
I'm
unexpectedly.
sorry. That's terrible.
Yeah. And that really sent me into this perinatal depression where I was
Yeah.
just like, what's the point of life in a lot of ways? And I remember going into my doctor and just saying, I need to put on fluoxetine. And for the record, I had my second daughter during COVID and I had a lot of anxiety. So I knew I could take fluoxetine because it was always on the table while I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Because 2020 was 2020.
Yeah.
So when I went into the doctor with my third, I was like, I need to be put on fluoxetine. I'm not okay. And I was like 8 weeks pregnant at the time. And he was just like,
Yeah.
I'll write the prescription now. So I think that if you're having is this normal? It probably isn't.
And I don't even know if we know what normal is.
For
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Your whole
But
world gets turned upside down.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if there's a time where you're wondering, I think it's pretty normal. When I say normal, I mean typical. I think it's pretty typical for parents to be completely overwhelmed and to be like, "Ew, I don't know what I just did to myself." But I think, yeah, if it starts to affect your life in different ways or you're having darker thoughts than that, then it's worth, going to a professional.
When in doubt, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst that'll happen is someone can go, what you're experiencing is very typical. There's nothing to worry about here.
Well, and that's why I kind of want to have this conversation because we don't talk about this.
No.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody thinks, and I thought too, that I was going to have these babies and everything was going to be great. And like my whole life would be in a soft focus lens and they would just sleep when they were supposed to and everything was going to be perfect. And it's like, it's not like that for the majority of people. It is not like that at all. Even if, and I have somebody who wanted kids my whole life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that.
And I think you then start feeling really guilty about it.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And I want to add an extra Mormon layer to this as well, because we are strongly encouraged that it doesn't matter your financial state. If you have any schooling done, where you're living, like having kids is the most important thing you can do. It is preached. Do not wait. The rest will work out. And I think that puts a lot of people in a very unhealthy space because they're having kids before they're ready and your whole world gets turned upside down. And for the most part, a lot of them are still kids themselves.
I mean, look at Michaela.
Yeah.
She was 16.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So at the pickleball tournament, Joey, is his name Fatone? Is that how he says it?
Joey Fatone.
Yeah.
From NSYNC.
NSYNC. Yes.
Now, Ashley, as the resident millennial, were you an NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, or was there not even comparison? Or was it 98 Degrees? It would have been 98 Degrees at that time.
No, it was NSYNC and Backstreet Boys were definitely the dueling ones. I would say NSYNC was my favorite. I always felt like NSYNC was the Disney Channel and Backstreet Boys was like the Nickelodeon. And if you're a millennial, maybe that makes sense. But it was like very much NSYNC was like the best. But Backstreet Boys was also great. Like there definitely was a category, but yeah, Joey Fatone. I love NSYNC. I still listen to it to this day.
Name an album or
my
a song.
friend Mickey was so in love with Joey Fatone for so long, and my ex-husband used to make so much fun of her because she's like, "Why are you into the dorkiest one of the group?"
The dorkiest one. She could probably get with him. I think he.
Yeah, that's probably it. She might have had a chance.
He's very reachable. I think.
Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So Macy was a BYU tennis athlete. So she was like pretty good at tennis, I guess. And that's why she's hosting. Because I was wondering, why is she hosting this? So, and then we see the tournament and she's like, Mom talks in the house. And you could tell like not many people knew what this was yet. So everybody's kind of like, okay,
great. And there's these girls up there who all look the same going, hi, like,
yeah.
What are you doing here?
So they all go out to eat and they're having mocktails. And Whitney brings up the Jesse and Demi drama. She's like, I need to get the heat off me for a little bit. Let's poke this wound and open this, reopen this. So everyone kind of gets in on this. And Jesse, okay, so from what I understand, Jesse broke the pact, Demi says, and they were all supposed to go into these contract negotiations as a united front.
The friend style.
A la Friends.
Yeah.
Right. And Jesse broke it. So Demi was like, well, then fuck it. I'm going to break it too. And everybody started going rogue. Is that how we understand this?
Yes, that's what I understand.
Okay.
And Jesse was like late to the call or something. So she didn't know
Brett
that
was
that's
involved. So Tay says, well, I also heard that Taylor says, I also think that you heard you deserve the biggest brand deals. Why is that? Why are you deserving the biggest brand deals?
Mm-hmm.
And Demi's like, I never said that. But then quickly we learned she did. Because
everyone's like, I heard that.
Jesse chimes in, I've heard that. Whitney's like, I've heard that too. And Demi says, well, it's not a shock that I was the fan favorite. Were
What?
you, girl? What?
Were you?
What?
She was my favorite in season 1.
Really?
Oh, I've always been a Taylor girl. I just love
Mm-hmm.
this girl.
I like Taylor too. Amanda, who was I liking the first season? Oh, like you know who I liked? I like Macy a lot.
I was going to say you were into Macy.
Yeah, I do. So, and now that she's getting a book deal, I'm all here for her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, same.
So, Taylor says, you know, she wasn't even going to be cast on the show. And here she is saying she is the superstar of the show. Like, we all clearly know it's me.
Right.
She says, Mom Talk is a business, but it's a sisterhood. She says this to Demi at the table.
Sisterhood.
I thought Macy was going to run in.
Yeah.
And a support system. And Demi's greedy. And Taylor says, I was the one who started all of this. So I pulled up a little article about, remember we were like, why did Taylor break the scandal wide open?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
and I watched this in real time.
You did?
I was watching all the TikToks as she's posting them. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, she was on the Vile Files.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of the BDF sent this to me. And basically, she said the soft swinging was going on between different people for over a year. We would do this, She explained that things escalated and progressed, and people were catching feelings, and people were getting jealous and weird. So Taylor and her ex didn't find themselves on the same page about this. So that's when things started to fall apart. And then all of her TikTok comments, like all the comments that were directed at Taylor and all the TikToks that were directed at Taylor were like, you're a cheater, you're a husband stealer. And Amanda, I think you said this, so I'm just confirming it. And then she was like, okay, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to tell my story.
Yep.
And
blow it all open.
That's how it came out. Yeah.
Yeah. She was like a dog barked into a corner that was like, if I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Mm-hmm. So Taylor's like, I'm the one who started this and I paid dearly for it. I was almost ready for a mental institution, her words, because of all the swinging stuff. And if anyone has the right to be paid the most, it's me. But I've never asked for that. Never. And remember, she has the most followers, I think.
Yes.
5
million.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to like Demi's 1.1 million that we looked up yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Demi basically tells Taylor, I never would have thrown you out, Taylor. It's just Jesse.
Right.
Jesse's
You're way valuable, Taylor. I'm not dumping you. Jesse means nothing, though. Fuck that girl.
So now there's a tone shift. Demi tells the camera that she and Brett have been trying to conceive for 4 years. Brett's sperm count is practically dead.
So I know exactly what he has. He has what my first husband had.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a varicocele.
And she has endometriosis, which is... I did not know a lot about endometriosis until one of my very good friends got it.
Mm-hmm.
There are some warriors out there with that.
Oh,
it is very serious and
ravage your body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're doing a bunch of holistic things like energy healing.
Okay. I am here, Demi girl, to tell you that no amount of Reiki and energy healing is going to fix Brett's varicocele. It's a really simple surgery.
Yeah.
Just get it done. And then it will fix the problem. Or at least it'll fix the challenge he's having.
Like, Reiki's not going to fix that.
No. Mm-mm.
It's insulting, kind of, to all the people who really have tried to work through these conditions. Whatever. Mm-hmm. That she's sitting there at the table like, oh, well, we're sitting on each other's lap and staring into each other's eyes. So she starts to cry and she says, Maud wants a sibling. So who's Maud? Is that her child she already has?
Yes.
Yeah.
Her child from her first marriage.
Okay. Can I say I love the name Maud? Is it from Harold and Maude?
Maybe. I doubt it. I don't think Demi's cool enough for Harold and Maude.
Okay. All right. So Maud wants siblings, and she really wants to go through this process with someone that she's in love with. And I get that.
Yeah,
for sure.
And she says the first go around was hell. I don't know what she meant there, the first go around.
I think her first pregnancy and having a baby with someone she in an unhappy marriage that she wasn't. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they were doing like an IVF situation, or I wasn't sure what was happening there. Because usually they refer to that as rounds. So that's why I thought, okay.
Yeah.
Now they go to a club called Cake. And I'm like, can I go to this club? Ashley, what's your favorite kind of cake?
Oh, funfetti. I'm a child.
Okay.
Wow. I just felt poodle from across
Reality
the country.
Gaze has shamed you from
Yes.
from ye on high. You have just been shamed.
Yes. Yes.
But I too enjoy a funfetti cake.
But what's your
Yeah.
favorite, Amanda?
My
Like
favorite
if you were
cake?
just going to bake a cake today, what would it be?
Vanilla with chocolate icing.
Yeah, like the golden
Mhm.
cake with chocolate icing.
Yeah, like the Betty Crocker, straight out of the tub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Have you guys ever had hummingbird cake? It's like a southern
Yes.
cake. So that one
Yes.
is probably my favorite, but nobody knows what it is. And it like has pineapple and pecans and it's almost in like a
I'm gonna look
spiced
it up.
carrot
Me
cake.
too.
It's so good.
It's banana pineapple spice cake. I've had it. It's
Oh,
delicious.
interesting. Oh, okay. I could maybe be into that because I enjoy a
Somebody-
carrot cake. That
Yeah,
feels carrot
somebody
cake adjacent.
recommended it because I love carrot cake,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "You need to try this."
Yes, I also love carrot cake.
Oh, it originates in Jamaica.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is so stupid, but when I got divorced, I was taking my gram to the grocery store every Tuesday for Senior Citizen Day, and she would always buy me a nice big slice of carrot cake.
Mm.
Love it.
Mhm.
There's another cake I really love called a Smith Island cake. It is the
what's
state
that?
cake of Maryland
Okay, hold on.
or the
Ooh.
state dessert of Maryland.
I'm gonna
It's a
look this up, too.
multi-layered cake with history rooted in the island community of Smith Island, Chesapeake Bay. It's characterized with thin layers of yellow cake, often 8 to 10, with a chocolate frosting between.
Yeah, that I could get behind.
It's really
I'm
good.
looking at it. Yep.
I discovered that when I was married to my second husband, who was
Can
a
I order
Marylander.
that through Goldbelly? Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
For $90, you two could have that cake.
Guess what?
You're not getting
happening.
that cake.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Ashley's like,
Okay.
maybe. Oh, wait, no, there's one for
Amy
60.
Orman. Amy Orman is not. No.
She
Mm-mm.
does not approve a $60 cake.
No. Nope.
Okay. Just checking.
All right. So the girls go to the club, and again, and Timmy happened to be in the room while I was watching this,
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking at it, he's going, "These people are all sober." I'm like, yes, yes. How weird is this? I don't understand it.
Yes. Yeah.
So
That's
now
the thing though.
I can't. It is stunning to me because I'm very used to Northeast Pennsylvania girl here. I'm very used to drunken fights,
Mm-hmm.
nights going horribly wrong because somebody had too much to drink. I'm very familiar with all of this, but like people being sober and attacking each other, what is this?
Yes. Yeah. No, it's very normal. I feel like you're kind of raised to have these like crazy dance parties even as a teenager sober. So it's
Wow. So the girls come home, the girls from the club, and they want a hot tub naked. And Brett calls Demi and tells her not to.
Well,
Which-
let's not forget the signs with their faces on them.
Yes, yes. But let me say this. Brett had a point where he was like, because they said he said something like, this is going to be on TV and your stepdaughter's going to be seeing it, whatever.
Mhm.
I could see him being like, you might want to think this through. If you want to do it, fine. But like light of day, this is going to be on TV.
Mhm.
Okay, fine, whatever. But my issue is Demi, and Taylor brings this up. Demi shames everyone else for being controlled by their spouse, and then she does it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mhm.
like, oh, I thought you didn't care what Brett said. Like, I thought it was okay to do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? So it makes her a hypocrite. And then when he offers the slightest, everybody's like, oh, look what you're doing.
Yep.
So Demi tells the camera, she claims it's her words, but it's clearly Brett's. That's uncomfortable and inappropriate for her to strip down TV, knowing my stepkids will see it. I have Skinny, Jesse. Oh, go skinny dipping? Jesse, Layla, and Miranda, but they have bottoms on.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
not real
They're
skinny
not
dipping.
skinny dipping.
No, they're just
No.
topless bathing.
You don't. It's not considered skinny dipping unless the mew is out for everyone to see.
Correct. Correct.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so that's where we leave them. Next time on, it's like next season on. No. This was next time on. Last time was next season. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next time on, it's the Great Mormon Bake Off, and Connor is not bothered by penises.
He would like us all to know that over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Dakota bros out with the dude playing basketball. Zach tells Whitney that Demi is getting a cease and desist to try and get Jen and other people to stop talking. Whitney does not know who to trust. And Demi tells Brett about the Sinner Sunday confession, and he's bothered by it.
I wonder why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are our thoughts on this episode, ladies?
It was good. It was a good one. I feel like we were able to see more depth. I do think that possibly Demi's infertility stuff was very much a reaction to Taylor saying, I'm the one that's vulnerable. And she's like, oh, wait, hold on. Let me find some vulnerability in here.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me turn this table so you all feel bad for me.
Yes. Let me earn my paycheck. 1 sec.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated that they're fighting on TikTok. I want to see it, but I'm afraid I'm going to spoil myself for the rest of the season.
We're so close,
and
girl.
Leanne is getting in on it.
Oh
my gosh.
Leanne.
I took some screenshots. I was going to post them in the BDF Facebook group because she is unhinged. Look there. I'll post them there. But she is, she thinks she is going to be on the next title card. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The way that she's including herself as a mother is just odd.
Ashley, do you watch Sister Wives?
I love Sister Wives. I actually went on the Trash Bag reunion.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm all into the Sister Wives.
Yeah. And do you watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
I don't, but I told myself when you guys started it, I was going to watch it because like when in Rome, you know?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I haven't yet. I feel like I'm like you, Amy. I don't like the fighting for no reason. It just
the bickering. Boring.
I tune out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need something a little bit more chill. I guess Coyote
but
Pass
I feel
is more
like
my
this
speed.
show could be headed down that path.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's making me nervous.
Yes. Oh, and can I tell you, I have the weirdest crush on Dakota. He is my toxic. I know.
Hold on.
I know.
Hold on.
Shame.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Shame. You got your own shame bell, girl. Congratulations.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
Not allowed. Shame. Not allowed.
Oh my gosh, you guys. It is seriously. I
He
know
is
how
the cutest
toxic
of the
it
bunch,
is.
though.
Nope.
He is
the cutest
so
of the bunch.
cute.
Yeah,
And
cute.
okay, he posted a TikTok where he's like hiding these baby chicks within his jacket. I've been sold ever since. Is he trash? Yes. But would he be Rob Blanchard 20 years ago? Like, how close are they in bad dad, bad spouse?
Well, Ron Blanchard was trawling, okay? He was working.
He had stuff to do on the bayou.
By the way, there is a lot of Gypsy Rose news breaking.
Oh, is there?
We may have to do an emergency episode at some point, Amanda.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Check her
Ryan
TikTok.
has a new girlfriend.
Whoa.
Rare for us, blue for no. It's not really a girlfriend, but he's trying to pass it off as a girlfriend. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, is this a George Glass situation?
Gypsy made a whole TikTok crying about saying Rod and Christy almost got divorced a few times. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. This girl needs to get the fuck off of social media.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ashley, do you follow Ryan Anderson on TikTok? Referee yes, blue for no. Referee yes, blue for no.
I do. Ever since you posted the video, every time your episode ends, it has the last little bit of his cameo. And so it'll freak me out because I'll be like listening to you guys like I'm in the bath and then I hear this man like and I'm like, holy shit, who's in here? Every time.
Oh, the Ryan Anderson cameo will be one of the BDFs called it a historical complicated event. And I was like, yes, a complicated historical event. And I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like the events of December 18th.
Yes.
God. Oh, God. Y'all have no idea how long it took Amy and I to come up with the names for this shit. It was ridiculous. And we were stone cold sober.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nothing had happened yet.
Yeah. No. Mm-hmm. It was before Rob.
Yeah.
There's
it was
BR and AR. See, me marrying Rob was also a complicated historical event.
Yes, it was. It didn't go good.
And I love how Amanda was like, I was supposed to be able to stand in the way, and I
I
She
failed.
got sucked into.
I failed.
You got
I
swooped
didn't even
into
go
his
down
charm.
fighting. I just was like, oh,
It was like
so
the beaches
cute.
of Normandy. Like we were just going in there
Yeah.
and just getting knocked down wave after wave after wave. We were sending our best men in there. And we were just
Best men, you and Poodle. The two people who are proud of the fact that you love trash. You two. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not our best showing.
Mhm.
Ashley, please come and join us again. This was so
I would
much
love
fun.
to.
This was great.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
thank you for
that'd
being
be so
Ashley.
fun.
This
Yes,
was a
I
lot
will
of
be
fun.
your honorary millennial anytime.
Now, do you want to be found anywhere or do you not want to be found anywhere?
I don't really have anywhere to be found. So,
Okay. All right.
I
So
mean,
you're in the BDFs, you're in the Facebook group.
yes, I'm in
Yeah.
the BDFs.
Okay.
My podcast doesn't need to be mentioned because it's on a hiatus. So
It's on
fine.
hiatus. When it comes back,
Mhm.
we'll promote the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Mhm.
can put the Leanne posts in the Facebook group today if you can, because I'm going to drop this episode.
Okay,
And
I can do
then
that.
people will know who it is.
Yes.
Because
Perfect.
they'll see that you're the one who dropped them. Okay.
Will do.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, jump on our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends. It's a lot of fun over there. And if you want to support the show, leave us a 5-star review, which so many of you did.
It's really great.
It's been amazing.
We're back up to 4.7.
Yay! Yay!
Love it.
All right. Ashley, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Ashley.
Amanda,
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Amy,
And
thank
we'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.